It's October 26, 2010, and welcome back to Sports by Jack. Today I want to talk about NCAA players getting money before they get to the pros and cheating their way through college by driving around nicer cars than their professors. The NFL and the NCAA obviously have a problem with this because it's an issue of integrity. The players are not supposed to be making money under the table to sign with certain agents and whatnot. But then you have to look at it from the player's perspective. They're getting a free education, but the NCAA is getting billions and billions of dollars off these players every single year due to broadcast revenues and gate receipts from tickets and whatnot. So it's obviously a very complex issue. Now, the board of people that are involved with this includes NFL personnel, but it's not just an NFL problem. It's also a problem in the NBA. Most notably with Chris Webber and the Fab Five in Michigan. Webber admitted to taking money from a booster before he got to the NBA, and Michigan was stripped of a few banners and whatever. The penalties for the team don't matter to the individual player because obviously Chris Webber went on to make hundreds of millions of dollars in the big leagues. But the thing is, like, what's with this issue? I mean, it's not really going to be preventable in any sort of way. There's always going to be a way around it. Like, maybe, I don't know, you could tie the NFL money to the NCAA somehow. You could say, okay, if you're caught taking money from a booster, not only will this affect your career in the NCAA, but when you get drafted into the NFL, you'll lose signing bonuses. But then the NFL Players Association will have a problem with that because they want their players to get as much money as possible when they get drafted. So the question is, what can you really do? I mean, it's kind of like internet piracy. You can charge extra money for your internet connection to stop people from downloading. But, I mean, is that really going to work? Or are you really going to catch up with technology enough to stop that? It's really just a race going back and forth between the players and the NCAA, really. I think there'll always be a way around it. And I don't think it's that easy to just put together a panel. But it's good that they're discussing it. But even still, I mean, it's not really going to change things that much. If an agent really wants to cheat, if they really want to get the inside track on a superstar, they're going to find a way to do it. And then you're going to have agents getting involved with money laundering and all this other kind of stuff. Now, having said that, in business, when you're honest, it's better for you because you're more likely to get the top talent of the league if you have integrity, because obviously you're managing the player's money. And if you're going to cheat to get the player, then what does it show about your own individual interest as an agent? Anyway, I want you to tell me what you think the NCAA should do to stop these boosters from giving players money before they make it to the big leagues, and whether you think it's actually realistic, and what the penalties should be for players who do get money under the table. Besides just trophies and banners, maybe they should do something more severe. So tell me, what do you think? You've been watching another episode of Sports by Jack, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.